All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Luanti / Minetest gameplay. Yeah. And it's 48 degrees and sunny in the Chicagoland area. Very cool. And yeah, spring might be here. Even though we had 60s over the weekend, we had a bout of snow on the Monday. It's been a wild week. And in 2 days, it's a full moon. Cool. So, we're going to do something a little different today. And that is, we're going to go to the... There we go. I have a real quick tip and then get into a question. Recently, I ran into a problem with shadows. So, the shadows stopped. And... this is on my Mac, but on my Linux rig, the shadows were there. But on the Mac, they weren't. And it turned out, after some researching and going through the effects for dynamic shadows, and I had played around with all these shadow filters, map color, but I'll show bloom and enable volumetric lighting, which are really cool effects, your God rays. But it had to do with the weather, and I had turned it off. So in Minetest game, I had turned off enable weather because I didn't want it. Well, the mod uses it if you have a weather mod or other games. But in the forums, by turning that back on, your shadows reappear. Cool. But in the settings, you can also go in and tweak a lot of different things. Ranged weapons, striped trees, or stripped trees. So here's the weather. But I'm not using any of it. We're going to deal with a couple different mods today. Working villages, which are really cool. And so I have spawning of them. They'll spawn the villages. Zombies for test. So this will go into the question. So I had a comment. Bedhands Human wrote that he's revisiting my channel after many years. So welcome back. And he had a question. Is there a zombie apocalypse possible? A zombie mod with abandoned cities and zombies and NPCs to trade with, survivors, bandits, etc. Yes. So it's going to take it takes a little work. So the mod we're talking about is zombies for test, and then unify or working villages. The wellness mods, this one, Wilmines. Yeah. So you can go in here and there's some stuff you can tweak. But what you might want to do, if you make any changes into the settings, it's your minetest.conf. And if we go back to here, yeah, I should have shown that. So if you go to the About tab, open user data directory, that will open up where your game is. And this is the minetest.conf file. This file contains all the settings that are in that settings panel. So that being said, copy it, make a backup of it. So you can go in and change whatever you want and then change it back if it doesn't work. So that is how that works. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into content and then browse online content, and that'll bring you to this tab, which is really nice. And we're going to type in zombies. So, oh, I didn't see this one before. I have zombies for test. What is this one? Fight zombies until you die. Adventure 3D. Huh. No dependency, still a work in progress. You know what? We'll try this live. So we'll install it. Why not? We'll see if it does anything. So then you can come into NPC mods. I have working villages installed, and it adds the NPCs that will actually do work. Now this also has traders and other characters, which that's why I'm not going to add any other one. Like here's a traders mod, here's NPCs mod. You could sit there and experiment with different ones. And folks, I have it added. We'll have to go back and see it. Now we'll go start game test, but to get that mod to work, you have to go into select mods. So let's look for these are all the mods I have running at the time. So let's go down to see if we can find folks. There it is. I wonder, we'll do it. So you have to go up and enable it. So I have the MG villages, which is working villages, native villages, people. I wanted rope bridges in this for some tree houses. I have unified inventory. I want wheeled light. This is where you hold the light. What did I just added a mod and I can't figure out what it was called. Huh. Okay, let's save it and let's go back to content real quick since I don't know what I'm doing. Mega zombie screen information provides okay. Mega Zombie Screen Adventure 3D. Okay. Where was it? Select mods. I'm not seeing anything. Let's look at it. I'm not seeing it. Oh well. Dark Age is cool. Give it one more quick glance to see if something sticks out. The cool thing about this is that you can have different worlds and have different mods for different worlds. And add as many as your heart's content. I'm not seeing it. All right, let's go out and let's play. I have no idea even if the game's going to crash. And it's loading. And this is different from my RGS world because that takes like 1.5 minutes to load because there's so many mods. Alrighty, we're here. welcome to my little hideout. Got the armor. Yeah, thanks for sharing. We have food. Got lots of cool stuff. So there's a vending machine, chips. Wow, you can live unhealthy and even in Luanti. We got canned tomatoes. Why? There we go. We have coal, medicine boxes, a broken radio. Kind of doesn't do anything. A computer, a broken computer with Windows, of course. So this doesn't do anything. That's nice. So this door comes from Zombies for Test also. So we'll play with that. And I am playing in, not fully in creative. What are you? Oh, cool chicken. There's my pet panda. And yes, my world is on fire. Nice. So let's go play with some mods and look at some points. Hi. What are you doing? I am doing nothing particular. Okay. Well, you just stand there and do nothing in particular. So the reason why my world looks so haphazard is because of this. Look at that panda fly. Very cool. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, okay. So, it was something that I was playing with. Look, there you can see the God rays come in. Let's go down here. Thanks for interrupting. But you can see here, that, like, you see the shimmer of the light. We're gonna go find that, because that is a cool effect as it goes through the trees. Oh, and the clouds. Wow. Okay, I'll have to show it again. But let's go find some zombies. And on the right side of the screen, you'll see it says single player, days 4. And zombie unalives 24. Yes, I don't want to be demonetized. And it gives your location. Nice. I wish the cloud would go away. Uh-oh, he is not friendly. He was going to go after whatever. I don't like rats. He was going to go after that. I don't know what that is. It's not an Impala. Let's see if we can find out what this is. It's not saying. It's not. Oh. Would help if I turn that on. What are you? Relax. Doesn't matter. It doesn't drop anything. There's a moose. Look at that moose. Let's go sneak up on them. Bye. You're in the water now. Look at that. There's a good example. You got the shimmering light and the streaming down. That is so nice. So this is like the third time I'm recording this video because I told you to get in the water. Get away. What are you doing? This is the third time I'm recording it because the first 2 times were incredibly boring. Hi, Mr. Frog. Oh, you're a monster, huh? Oh, you want to play Leapfrog? Okay. I'm done playing with you. So let's go look for the villages. So working villages and the Wilhelm's one, they will spawn villages and the zombies for test. So here's one of the houses in zombies for test. And what I said, so it just spawns the house, but you can make it more appealing. As you'll see, it just haphazardly spawns it. But you can make it blend in. So I've been here before, but here's a vending machine and I have a coin. I have a Z coin. And it gave me a bottle of pop. Nice. Not very healthy. But you can find different things in these houses. I like that screen effect. I want that. Wire fence. Why is it doing that? It's not the effect that I was looking for. How did they do that? I'll have to look that up. Now that I put screens everywhere. Okay, how do you work? It's supposed to be a trash can. Okay, that's not working either. I don't look up. Yeah, usually those work. Take my bottle of pop, put it next to my soda. So that's a little house. Here's another one. This is different. Let's see what's in this house. Oh, another broken computer. It's a nice little abandoned house. You could do things with. There should be a hospital near here. There's an anthill. You can eat the bugs. Yes. Yes, you can. So you can see it kind of spawned this house like this. You could turn that into something cool. Here's a village. And this is not one of the better ones that have spawned. We have like half the house is missing. But nevertheless, the cool thing that this mod adds is running. Oh, that running water is a stream. So it gives you a lot of stuff. Nice. And you can, you know, elaborate on it and add things to it. But this path here, this path is really neat. Because there's running water underneath. Cool. That's where the sound's coming from. So here's one of the, I can't interact with her. There's a farmer around here somewhere. I added.
Baba Dunji.
Yeah, hi. Here he is. Ah, farmer. What's up? He ain't doing nothing. But these paths, so in Minecraft, you take a shovel and you hit, you know, soil or grass, it'll turn into a path. So this can create some real cool effects. Uh-oh, there's a zombie. What in the... What? What was that? Why am I getting... what was hitting me? I did get the zombie. Because my... That's not nice. Who's in here? Nobody. Get my health back up. Because even though I am in creative, I did turn damage on. And in the settings, I did make it so if I do die or unalive, I will not lose my my inventory. Let's go look at people. And see what we got here. I'm looking for a librarian. I don't think there is one, but I have a blacksmith. A villager. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put her into the library so she can run the library. Hi. And not that I'm stereotyping. Ooh, nice lookout point. So it's basic, but then again, look at that view. Very nice. So let us see what else we can find. Here's another house. There's actually ones that'll clear snow. Oh, this is I was just here. And something similar. There's a couple other points that I have laid out. What was attacking me though? Was it you? Oh, that was a zombie. I got a zombie. Maybe that one was the one attacking me. Okay, so this one's kind of boring. Let's go back to daytime. Look at that sunlight. What? No. I don't want to talk about my extended car insurance. Oh, look at that view. So pretty. So we need to find a hospital. And it doesn't make the game stutter. So we don't have shaders like they do in Minecraft. However, these are realistic enough to give you a really nice effect without being overly realistic. Now, one of the things in this house isn't finished. I'll show a better. This is working villages. I will show a better representation of that. Like, you can have round things in a voxel box game. However, it takes away from the theme of square things. So I like mods that, even though you know it's not realistic, but it fits the theme, if you know what I mean. Up here, nothing. But it's a good lookout to see if there's any zombies. I know there's a hospital somewhere nearby. And that's what we're going to try to find before we go to the waypoints. See, here's a much better representation of that house. There's a hospital. And I've used this house in my modern world. And this is actually laid out correctly. Where on my house, this storage shed is over here and this garden path is over here. And that adds to a bunch of problems with the doors. You'll see that these doors actually open correctly. Oh, there's a zombie. $27. And he gave me a can of food. Nice. What did I get? I don't know what it is. I think it's more tomatoes. Yep. What is it? The zombies like the tomatoes. I don't know. I got enough canned tomatoes. So this is the hospital. And unfortunately, you cannot. That bothers me because the other mods. See, these are protected. I thought I turned protection off, but nevertheless, here's a waiting area over here with another broken computer. The only bad thing about, like, that shelf is really nice looking. The problem is you cannot put anything on the shelf. I keep forgetting I'm in, and it won't sit directly, but it's a good effect. There. Oh, I had to test the wielding light. Oh, that's working. So the wielding light is it provides light wherever you're walking. Okay, that's the roof vent. That the door. That's cool. I got to see how they did the door, because I'd love to have something like that with a black frame. So I'm going to do that. Look at that cart. And this does absolutely nothing except spin you around crazy like. But in here, oh, I already pirated it. You can find medicine boxes. Here's another one. I think it gave me a Band-Aid. It gave me something. But I can't find it. It gives you something health related. Oh, here's one I can take. There we go. It gave me a Band-Aid. That will come in handy. What do I have in my bags? I have more canned fruit. Cool. Nice. So that's the hospital. So and they're all over the place. So you can find to get your health back up. So now that we've played around with that. Ooh. He's evil. But he's being fought by... What is that? Oh, he's trying... There you go, little buddy. Nice. He was attacking that. Here's another house. And they're all over the place. Except not put in very well. I'll find out what you are. Alright, so let's go look at some waypoints. Now if you follow the shoreline, I have the Wilhelm's mods in. You can find like little fishing villages. Stuff like that. And I spent a good 20-30 minutes just floating around. Or floating around. I spent a good deal amount of time just looking for little villages. So if you go to different biomes, you'll find... I've already been here. I'm looking for jungle villages, because in the jungle villages, they actually have tree houses and jungle people, which are it's really neat. So let's go look at this one real quick. Another broken computer. Here's some tables. Another vending machine, but I'm out of coins. So you can find some useful resources in these places. Here's another hospital. So you can find more medical supplies. All right, so what we will do is, I have waypoints turned on. We will fly around, and it takes a little bit for, the game to generate the different areas, and we'll see some other villages. But if you come across jungle biome, I think this is the Wilhelm's jungle biome. I want to build a treehouse in here with the rope bridges and such. But the old style jungle trees, if you go to a place with a lot of those, that's where you might find the actual jungle. There's like 3 or 4 different houses up in the trees. Look at this house. It's in the water. Okay. And there will be little artifacts. Like it looked like there was going to be something here. And all of a sudden the game started lagging a little bit. And I think that's because this area is being generated. So it's adding stuff in. You're going to be able to find different caves and oceans or different realms. So let's go into the waypoint. And let's go to number 1. And here's a nice looking house. Now, usually what I do is I've rebuilt this house. There's that wolf again. I rebuilt this house using different materials. But this would make a really nice base. Nice parrot. I don't see anything. There's another house submerged in water. Like I said, if you usually follow the shoreline, you can find some really cool things. I'm not finding them though. But this area is really, really nice. So we will go to spawn point number 2. And here's another village. The only problem is you're going to have to do a lot of cleanup on some of these. So, let's see what we can find here. But there's a lot of different buildings, a lot of different things that resources. There's a blacksmith. So you could put a lot of people into these builds. I think this is the blacksmith. I didn't put any blacksmith in there. I thought I did. There you go. Hi. Go work. Don't go into lava. Okay, he's gonna do some blacksmithing stuff. But with a little, I must say it, little imagination, you could turn this area into a real nice village and repurpose a lot of these buildings. But there's your abandoned village. Let us look out here real quick. Because you never know what you're going to find. This is uncharted territory for me. That's not... Oh, I'm above the clouds. Go. And unfortunately on 5.11, there is a mod to remove the clouds. Might keep them for a while. Oh, look at that. Nice plain area. Oh, somebody... Here's another one of these houses. These are all over the place. But they could be used... Oh, here's what I'm talking about. So my house that I built has the shed over here. And what happens, you'll find, is that the doors... You have to go around and fix all the doors. Here's a like a ceremonial place. And that wolf is going for... He's going for him. Here's another building. So the buildings are generated. There used to be a mod that you could instantly make buildings. But I think that doesn't work anymore. So let us go see. Here's another one just in the middle of nowhere. Let's go to number 3. Was I just here? No. Here's another house. Yeah, I was just here. Let's go to number 4. I saved this waypoint for a reason. I don't remember why. But there's another house. There's another couple. And all different materials. Oh, here's another house. And there's a lot of different variations of houses. There's a restaurant, another hospital. Oh, another village. Look at that. A whole different with a nice fountain. A whole different. Oh, I have been here because there's a farmer. Hi, Mr. Farmer. So you do have your abandoned villages. Now it's more fun. Back in the day, I had a bunch of old computers, and I would set up a server on one of them, or I would let one be a server, and then I'd have my kid and her friends play, all connected to the same server. I don't know where this. Something's generating. Oh, I did turn on that one mod, but I'm not seeing the effects of any more zombies. We're back. We are back to... Oh, the zombies are spawning. Let's go to number 5. And this is the Draconus. Let's see if my dragon egg... It didn't hatch. There's a dragon around here somewhere, as you can see. But I did find... There's a rat. Don't like rats. There's some chickens. I did find there's a bunch of people that spawned. And here's a garden, or here's the one of the jungle creatures. There's a pirate. Arrgh. Okay. That's a warrior. And there was some really neat chickens. There's a rat. Not anymore, Mr. Rat. You could ride these horses. We gotta find the dragon. Oh, there you are. Hi, Mr. Dragon. Oh, he's... What are you doing? You're setting my world on fire. They will destroy. So, and they will fight each other, which is odd. So I don't know about these other eggs. They won't, there's a creative fire dragon, creative ice dragon. I don't know what it takes to spawn these eggs. This egg's been here for a couple days. The golden egg. That is gold. Let's go over here. And you'll find these nests. Here's a dungeon. There's an ice dragon. What does he do? Oh, he just killed a villager. He just put him in an ice. Did you see that? He just put him in an ice block. Dude, that's not cool. What are you doing? there we go. He just put that dude in a... Look at that. He put him in an ice cube. Oh boy. That's not cool, man. Let's get back here. Wow. Want these items. We got a bed. I don't know what that is. Uh-oh. Okay, what died? Runtime error callback. API field turn. What mod? Creatura. Huh. Okay. But what did Creatura do? I don't know. So that's going to do it. This was supposed to be a relatively quick episode. Turned out to be another 42-minute monster. Because of course. But hopefully that was more interesting. So you can have zombies. You can have weapons. You can have a lot of different stuff. And there's something going on with that. I'm going to have to turn that off for a moment. Just so I can play. Uh-oh. Oh, Anna Amelia. So that's why I'm going to have to figure that out. Something added that it doesn't like. It's spawning something. So I am going to have to go back through my mods and systematically remove whatever. Let's get out of that area. And like I said, all of a sudden the game started lagging again. There's another village. Oh, that's an even nicer village. So something was spawning in that area. Wow, look at this village. Except for that. But so you could do some really nice things with this. Go home. Hi, you still here? Okay. She's still there. If you want to come in. But no mobs will attack. No mobs will attack her. Me, I get attacked. So that's going to do it. It's strange because I've been running that Animal World mod all this time. So it didn't like something that it was doing. I'm going to have to go tweak it. So thank you very much for watching as I watch the world burn. That's a good soap opera title, As the World Burns. And go from there. So, yeah, this is fine. And the weird thing, I was showing my daughter, the dragon was lighting horses and animals on fire and they were running around. Then you saw what happened with that ice cube dude. So, I don't know. So until next episode, I'm actually going to start building a modern English farmhouse. It's riveting, I know. So until next episode, goodbye.